Well, Canada's women's Olympic hockey team took Team USA to the brink in yesterday's gold medal game. But they would ultimately lose in overtime, leaving fans at watch parties across the country heartbroken with the result. The arch rivals clashed for Olympic gold for a seventh time, with Canada having won 5 of those matches. Canada led 1-0 after 2 periods, but U.S. captain Hilary Knight scored a late third-period equalizer before U.S. defender Megan Keller scored the game winner in extra time. For more on this, let's bring in CTV's Scott Hurst live in the national newsroom. Good morning, Scott. Let's start with hockey. We saw a heartbreaking loss for the women's team yesterday, and now the men's team will be taking on Finland this morning. What can you tell us there?
Renee, let's start with women's hockey a little bit more. Silver is always a difficult medal to win because, of course, you just lost the gold medal game, but still an incredible accomplishment for the women's hockey team. They will leave Milano Cortina with a silver medal. As you mentioned, Canada was just about 2 minutes away from winning gold when the USA tied it up. Captain of Team USA, Hilary Knight, tipping in a shot. And then in overtime, of course, the USA with the heartbreaker for Canada. I want you to hear from Sarah Nurse speaking this morning, putting this game and the entire tournament into perspective.
To be in that position, we had an opportunity to win the game, and you know, it's a game of inches, it's a game of bounces, and the one bounce didn't go our way. But I thought that, again, like, we played such an incredible game that when I look up and down the lineup as we received our medals, there was every single person I could have looked at and said, like, we left it all out on the ice.
So, of course, Renee, the attention now turns to the men's hockey side of the bracket and the semifinal matchup, Canada versus Finland. It gets underway just after 10:30 Eastern time, so we won't have to wait too much longer for that game to get going. Of course, the winner of this will punch their ticket to the gold medal game on Sunday. The other semifinal matchup happening later today is USA versus Slovakia. We never want to overlook any team in this tournament, but of course there is the collision course, Canada, USA potentially in the gold medal game, and so the semifinal matchup versus Finland gets underway later this morning. Lots of anticipation for that. Still questions about Captain Sidney Crosby. He reportedly did skate this morning, so we'll see if he's able to go in this semifinal matchup versus Team Finland, Renee.
Oh, that is a wonderful sign that Sidney Crosby was out skating after that injury. Hopefully, it means he might be in that final match. Now, today is shaping up to be another big day for medals. Scott, what will you be watching for?
Yeah, we have the chance at several more podium finishes today. Not a podium result today, but we are closely watching the women's semifinal curling matchup, and this is Canada versus Sweden. It is underway right now. It is in the 5th end, and it is tied 2-2, and so the winner of this will punch their ticket to the final, which will take place on Sunday. The loser of today's game will play in the bronze medal match tomorrow, so we're watching closely the women's curling rink of Rachel Homan. They struggled early on in the preliminary play, but have since reeled off 5 straight wins to get into the semifinals. A few other chances at podiums today. We have 3 skiers in the men's freestyle skiing halfpipe, and that'll take place later today. Also, a potential for more podium finishes with speed skaters, both long track and short track. First, the short track, there are medal opportunities. First, the long track for Beatrice Lamarche, Valérie Maltais, and Ivany Blandin. They'll be racing in the women's 1,500-meter final. That gets going later this morning at about 10:30, and then later this afternoon, a couple more chances. The men's, this is the short track, a men's 5,000-meter relay will go for gold. They've already booked a team in the A final, and also on the women's side, Dana Iblay, Kim Boutin, and breakout star of the games, Courtney Saroux, will potentially go for another medal in the women's 1,500-meter.
Scott, you know what we should do? We should just, and people at home too watching, we should all just collectively cross our fingers for Canada, and let's hope Canada does really, really well today.
Yeah, we do that for the past 2 weeks, Renee, so hopefully more podiums today.
All right, that is CTV's Scott Hurst reporting live for us. Thanks for this, Scott.
Thanks, Renee.